Welcome to the Game Corner, another video game podcast. My name is Harrison. You might know me online as Rorix, and I'm joined, as always, by my friend and co-host.
This is Sheldon. Probably know me as Captain Unova.
I know that was really awkward for you because you normally don't go right after me.
Yeah.
Also, because of stuff like this, I need to not say as always, but that's a whole other issue.
You're always joined by a friend.
That's true. I'm always joined by a friend and co-host. I guess that's true. Maybe English works in my favor.
There you go.
This time. What's up? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm in so much pain. I will spare the audience of why I'm in pain, but I'm in so much pain. But that's okay. If you want to know why I'm in pain, you can sub to our Patreon and then message us there, and then you can pay for my pain.
There we go.
That's my Patreon plug for this week. It's in the link down below. Yeah, how's the week been?
Week's been pretty good so far. Just work and school. The usual.
I thought you were done with school.
No. Oh,
Or sorry, the semester's done?
I'm doing a weird program where I don't really have typical semesters
Okay.
now. So it's every month is a new class.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
So it's one. Yeah. So
it's just like nonstop, but at least the classes are over kind of quick.
Sure. Another friend of mine just like got through graduation because the normal semester is over.
Yeah, normal school semester is over.
Okay. Got it. But still cool. So you're still doing school stuff.
Yep.
How
about you, man?
Work is work. It works. I gotta be honest. For those of you following my life, I got a new job like 6-7 months ago, and it's really hard right now. Mainly because I'm so busy thinking about Tears of the Kingdom coming out in 2 days. Or I guess tomorrow, from when you guys hear this. But yeah, that just makes work very hard. The more I think about it, the more I am just not going to go to work on Friday. I think it's just too difficult. So just take the day off,
as you should.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good thing about working 410s, at least so I have Friday off.
You always have Fridays off.
Yes.
I have the flexibility at my job to just to work 410s if I want to. Like, I don't have to work like exactly 9 to 5, right? I have flexibility. So normally I'm working like closer to like 810s. No, not 810s. What's the word?
That's a lot of
980s. Yeah, 980s. I don't know how I messed it up so badly. So 9-hour days, which gives me just a lot of free time I can kind of throw wherever I want. Which might be this Friday. So, there was some Pokemon this weekend. We actually have some new Pokemon news to talk about for once.
Finally.
Which is super exciting, yeah.
After that little lull, we're back on the grind here.
Yeah, you got that right. With Hartford coming up, it's how I feel. So there are two events. We had the Portland Regionals over in Portland. And then we had I'm going to mess this up, but Sao Paulo?
Yeah,
Regionals?
Sao Paulo.
Where did I had these up. Oh, no, because I restarted my machine. How did I lose a whole... Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's just gone. Pull up Victory Road again. So you have something to talk to.
Yeah, I got it here. So which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with, technically Sao Paulo was like first. It started first because of
we can start there also because we don't have like actual team lists. Yeah, we don't have all the information from it.
Yeah, so let's go over them. I know the most exciting thing about that is Orthworm 1.
Yes,
which is super cool.
1.
Where did it go? My goodness.
So it was Joaquin Salerno. Went 11-3. So it was Flutter Mane, Orthworm, Chien Pao, Gyarados, Ting-Lu, and Dragonite.
Which is just a neat looking team.
Yeah.
This is the Hamstermania team, I want to say.
Looks about right.
Yeah, I think it might be that exact team. I think someone said somewhere that that's what it is. I don't know who to blame for that. Probably Bruno, because it has something to do with Orthworm.
Yeah, he is our Orthworm aficionado.
Or, as he said on Twitter, and I'll propagate it here about the authority.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah, I hate that. It's really good. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's pretty cool. Like this is the team I took to the GC. This which is also this weekend. Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah.
The GC was this weekend. Do we have any info on that? I'll look later. So yeah, that happened. It's a fun team to play. I was enjoying it. If it's the same exact team, it's the same 6 months.
Which so it's going to be close at least.
Yeah. So that was fun.
And Paul Ruiz was in second, bringing his mouse ape.
Mouse ape, yep. Which is also, that team looks. The problem with these events, it happens every time, all the time. The problem with these events is I look at these teams like, I want to play that team and that team.
Yeah.
And also that, and then I'm like, what should I bring to Hartford? I still haven't decided yet.
Yeah, and notably, I mean, he's running a Series 2 team. No Ruin.
No Ruinous. Yeah,
Nope.
which...
So you got Mouse Ape, Arcanine, Iron Bundle, Goldango, and Roaring Moon.
Was that the only no Ruinous?
No, third place as well.
Sorry, third place is no Ruinous. I can understand pictures. And also 8th place is no Ruinous as well.
That's an and Orthworm got 9th as well. Same team.
Got 9th no, that's not the same team. That's a bundle.
Oh, it's a bundle. Yeah, that's not a Gyarados.
It's a bundle,
it's a bundle.
And an Arcanine instead of a Gyarados and a Shimpao.
Yeah.
So you were 2/3 right.
I was 2/3.
You were 1/3 wrong. But I mean they fill the same roles or very similar roles. So I see Lilycole in 11th too. So there's a handful of cool teams here.
Oh, definitely. I wish we had some paste and it wasn't. Was it streamed anywhere? So I didn't see it. If it,
I think Victory Road streamed it.
Victory Road did.
I think so.
Yeah, because I watched Portland. I didn't catch this one. If they had anything. Portland.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. You can see when we get to Portland, it'll be a little different.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still very clear that Flutter main stonks are at all-time high.
Oh yes, it's not as high as EUIC, but
no. But I think like overall, like it's still there. But you know what we don't see? There's not a whole lot of Palance.
Not a whole lot of Palance at all this weekend.
At all this weekend in any of these events. Well, I mean the ones we have stats for. So like that's pretty neat. Which I think was it last week? Was last week I complained about Palance? I think it was.
Yeah.
But I was like, why is it so prevalent? It's got to go away. And then my wish came true.
In a big way.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Like, so that's cool because, I mean, we can talk more about it later, but like Palance was very centralizing for like a lot of Regulation C.
Yeah.
And now it's finally like people are stepping
branching
away
out
from it in a big way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you go on Ladder, I mean, it's a wild place.
Oh,
Ladder is a wild place.
Are we talking any more about Sao Paulo? Anything else stand out to you that you want to talk about?
Not really. I mean, we got a Azumarill in 4th. There's Azumarill's kind of been popping up, like you see it in some top cuts.
You see it taking that Palafin spot.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Palafin spot on the team, Azumarill's good because of huge power. Yep. I think that's often ran with Band.
Probably.
Just to give it a little edge.
Yeah.
Because
it's some the issue with Palafin is to get the most out of it, you have to put it in and pull it out.
Yeah, you gotta.
So there's there's some setup involved, like Azumarill, you can just throw it out there.
Hokey pokey. I couldn't think of that word for the longest time. Is you have to hokey pokey it.
Yeah.
Put your Palafin in. You put your Palafin
there we go.
You put your Palafin in, and you shake it all. Okay. Yeah. So for Azumarill, you don't have to do that, but and it has Fairy Stab, which is pretty good into the Ruinous Pokemon. A lot of the stuff.
It's good into a lot of things.
Yeah. So we have a lot of cool. It has a lot of cool utility. like that rabbit, but I also feel like I would feel more comfortable with Palafin just because of like personally I've played a lot of Palafin, right? Yeah. So like
I think
that might feel better.
I still think Palafin's probably better in a vacuum.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
But you know, given metas and everything, just having something you can just toss out there with a choice band, you can just get that immediate.
Yeah, you get the immediate burst damage, which is nice. Yep. That's neat. Nothing else is super standouty. I mean, 7th place. I'm gonna mess this up. I'm so sorry. Joao.
I think so.
Enrique. I don't know how to pronounce.
Wow. Enrique Goncalves.
Calves. Wow. We're uncultured swine.
Well, he's from Brazil too, so I mean, it's not even Brazilian like Spanish. You know, it's
Spanish. I can do that. I can do. Anyway,
yeah,
he had a ape with no mouse, which is not that bad.
Which I've been seeing.
Iron Moth, which like I mean I just don't.
Iron Moth can do some damage.
Iron Moth can do some damage, and I guess it's sitting next to some. It's next to 2 steel types with Goldenrod and Corviknight. It's like you can do Sludge Wave.
You can do Sludge Wave. I mean, even Acid Spray with a Goldingo. Sure. If you Acid Spray something and then hit it with a Goldingo, it's gone. That's gonna be big damage. Yeah. So
it makes sense. Like there's some cool synergy there. It's just
you usually see it beside a Flutter main just because you want it to be a little bit faster, but
sure. And then the other thing that's neat on that team that we like haven't seen a whole lot of is Grimmsnarl.
Yeah. I'd like to know like what kind of set they're running. Are they running screens? Are they running like a parting shot? Are they running Thunderwave?
Right. All good options.
I feel like Thunderwave has also been one of the big winners of the weekend. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of Thunderwave.
It's Thunderwave's coming back in a big way too, which is cool. Yep. It's fun to see that utility. Everything else here looks like a bog standard regulation C team.
Yeah.
Like nothing else is particularly cool. I mean, even the Azumarill is making its way into what I would call standard regulation C.
Yep.
I guess
there's a few Grimmsnarls all the way down. Looking at it, there's actually been a few Grimmsnarls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some more Orthworms. There's
Orthworm is getting big, bigger than you'd originally think, and I think we can blame Bruno for that.
Yes, all because of him.
His fault.
A Scovillian made was in 47th.
47th. Next to a Scizor. That's kind of cool.
That's interesting. Like I said, I would just like to see like what a lot of these teams were doing it also.
Ooh, look at 52.
Well, we got
52 is what I'm taking to Hartford.
Okay.
It's Rain.
Yeah.
Rain with Chi-Yu.
That looks like your kind of team.
That's a Harrison team right there. Ooh, I gotta remember that. Just replace the Flutter main with a Goldenrod. I'm pretty happy. But I think I have to stick with Flutter main. I don't know, man.
Flutter main's just so good.
It's so good.
There's a reason it's high in usage.
Highest in usage.
Because it is quite insane. Like what they gave this Pokemon, like 3 stats at 135, but 135 in speed and its special attack.
So I'm impressed because yes, they balanced it by giving it 135 and then 55 or 50s in its other stats. Yeah. Like something super low. But I still, what was it that I did the other day? And I'm like, why this Flutter main should not have lived a it was a so it wasn't super effective, but it was a Flying Terra Blast from Dragonite.
You lived it.
Flying. Yeah, and I'm like, why? How?
Yeah,
what?
It's crazy how bulky you can make a Flutter main. You can
still make it so bulky.
And it can still do a lot of damage with a bunch of bulk.
Yeah. What? I don't know. That math is not mathing in my head, and I don't like it.
Like you need such small speed investment to outspeed things like base 100s. What you normally have to worry about in formats, and
it hurts. So
yeah, Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, they're all made like Ultra Beast, where you just have these stats that are just wild stat spreads. Like, just
true.
imagine if they like went everything like that with stat spreads like that.
Then there'd be a lot more viable Pokemon.
It would be
many more options, which actually could be really cool to see.
But God, it's already bad enough just the variety you run into now.
Yeah. Having to know like what everything does. Oh, yeah. So many options.
Yep. Yeah, I will say, like, getting into it, like, that's like one of the like the hardest things I feel like going, like, how this meta is right now.
Yep.
There's two. I don't like I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like, I like having some variety, but I like knowing what I'm going to be playing against too.
Yeah, there's a balance there, right?
Yeah, yeah. So to me, we're hitting the territory where it's too open, just because, like, if you go into a tournament, like, you can just, the RNG gods can hate you, and you run into every matchup that you're just bad at. Like, you prepped maybe for the top 5 teams or something, right, but you're running into stuff that they're solid teams, but they're just off the radar, just enough, just enough out of your radar, and like what you could prepare for and still prepare for the meta we see. Absolutely. And just get wrecked.
Yep. It's wild to me. It also sucks on the flip side of that, because you're like me and indecisive and took too long to decide on a team for an upcoming tournament, and you're like, I don't know what to pick. Too many options.
Too many.
Give me just my dog water and let me go, right? Like
I'm happy if there's like 5 like, A tier teams.
Right.
Like that you're going to see everywhere. If there's like 5 teams and then you kind of trickle down,
okay, let's get ahead of this. We are not asking for Palance back.
Yes.
Because Palance was one thing.
I guess I'm thinking more like how Sword and Shield metas were. Sword and Shield metas usually
archetypes.
Like you kind of settled into how and you could really prepare for these teams. But like, you can have a balanced team that's not Palance and still play like a Palance team.
True.
And it just has different threats. It's so you're just not prepared for it. And all of a sudden you get a random Taro because you're playing on the ladder and you lose.
Speaking of ladder, what's neat, a cool thing that happened this past weekend-ish. Showdown went down, man.
Yep.
And the whole world freaked out for all of 12 hours. National
emergencies.
Yeah.
Like sirens going off.
Which I thought was so funny, especially because I was like, oh, dang it. Like, it's at the end of this tournament, I'm going to take some teams and go practice, and then suddenly Showdown's down. I'm like, oh no, it's going to be down for days.
Would that kill VGC?
No.
If Showdown ceased to exist?
No, it would just slow everything down.
Everything down, but like, how much would you lose just because you would lose that tool that Showdown is? I feel like it's a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if Showdown were to disappear and never come back.
Yeah, if
Nintendo got to Showdown.
Yeah, if Pikachu finally said, "I want my money," and
Father Pikachu. No, that would probably be pretty bad. Only because like everything that the community uses and made for a tool for competitive Pokemon is based off of Showdown.
Yep.
Right. Like
just making a Pokepaste
is Showdown. That format is Showdown.
Yes.
Right. Like, sure. Like it's like a JSON thing or whatever. It's very easy, but like it's Showdown based, and you have to plug it into Showdown to see the actual stats.
Yes.
That's the key. Right.
And just imagine testing. They're thinking of like,
you'd have to.
How did people play this game before we had all these tools? Like, that blows my mind.
Well, Smogon's old.
Smogon is old.
And Showdown came shortly after. Like,
I guess
these are old tools.
Yeah. It looks like it still, but
well, sure. I mean, but it does its job too, right?
Yes,
like, it does.
Pretty. It's exactly what we want from a practice, like a practice battler.
Besides, you don't want animations in Showdown.
No,
it slows it down.
Yes, I want it fast. I like being able to do a game in like 2 minutes and like you can do like 15 rounds in like 2 minutes on Showdown. Like,
it's baffling. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's very good for what it is. We're the whole community, obviously, if this past weekend is anything, is wildly thankful and grateful for that tool. Y'all who do it, more power to you, right?
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
And I'm very glad that the turnaround was only like, I don't know, 12, 18 hours. Like it was.
Yeah, it wasn't even a full day. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what I don't know how they host or what they did to fix that, but again, that was great efforts on their part. Did you play any of the GC3?
I did not.
Okay. I played 7 games of the GC3. I went 4-3. I have a backpack. Cool. Nice. We covered GC3.
Oh, I missed the backpack.
That's like I had to play for the backpack.
Oh man. I'm sad.
Sorry to break the news to you.
Yeah.
You missed the backpack.
That's something you cannot gen into your game.
That's something that you cannot gen into your game.
Yes.
I could.
You could, yes.
Yeah, because like the way gen stuff works is it's just like save file manipulation. So like the data for the backpack is in there. Just like, I have it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, also I don't use my main file for that. So that's a whole other story. Something. Genning is good for the game, y'all. This is our plug for Genning being good.
It's that and Showdown holding hands skipping through a meadow.
Truly. We have Victory Road VGC Portland Regionals is loading.
Now this is the big exciting one we got to
watch. Say one thing real quick. Right. Sao Paulo had 275 masters.
Yeah, what? Oh, 275?
275. And like yeah, this was a regionals. So they announced Play Pokemon announced like special events for some of the LATAM locations, I think.
Yeah.
Which I was not sure if those were giving CP.
They should. Special events do. Special events give CP. Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah, they have them in Europe too.
Okay, good. Because I mean, like, I want everyone to have the chance to go to Yokohama for to earn their place for it. And I know that there has been issues in the past with some of those regions.
Yeah, Latin America especially because they have like the same CP bar I think we have, and like
I thought it was 250. I think it was 50 lower.
It went 50 lower, but still 50 lower, but you get like less than half the events.
There's so many fewer. I met someone by the name of Xavier, one of the two. At what was the last regional I went to? Charlotte.
Nope.
Charlotte or Knoxville. One of them.
Charlotte. Charlotte was the last one we went to.
Yeah, but it was one of those two that I went to. Wonderful human being, and I know he was talking about like the 250 he needed, and I think he got it. I follow him on Twitter. Cool guy. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Portland. The page finally loaded for me. 469. Nice. Masters.
Which is a lot lower than I was expecting for California.
I kind of thought it was
West Coast.
Break 6. Yeah. I was feeling 6, and then
I'm just surprised that it's actually like significantly smaller than like Knoxville.
Yeah. What was Knoxville?
Like,
let's see. Knoxville.
We were right at
Knoxville.
Yeah.
Or Charlotte.
I mean both. It was smaller
Knoxville
than both.
Was 622 and Charlotte was 730.
Yeah.
And what was Vancouver? Vancouver was 309, so
that was smaller than
that tracks. That tracks. Vancouver is a trek.
I guess it feels like most of like the VGC players are East Coast like centric, like Central East Coast.
So it seems
like a lot of
impressive because a lot of the events are East Coast centric.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
As well. So that makes sense. Okay, Portland, Oregon, 469 this past weekend, 9 day 1, all the fun stuff you know and love. Can we just Joe UGARTE finally did it.
Finally. In defense.
What?
In defense of his title.
Yeah.
Portland.
Yeah. Like that was so good. And and I watched most, if not all, of the day 2 stream. I think top 4 I watched.
Yeah, there's some good matches over the
Yeah,
weekend.
it was good. It was all good. So I was really impressed to see. I mean, it was really fun to see all those really good matches. There we go.
Yeah.
So Joe won with he brought Jump Bluff, which is cool.
Yes.
Sun different.
Won a regional with Jump Bluff.
I mean,
and
Jump
Fissure
Bluff,
Torkoal.
He, in the interview at the end of the thing, he's like talking about that, and he's like, he clicked Fissure once in his finals match, and he's like, he said, Fissure is just so fun, I had to click it once or something. I tweeted it out immediately because I thought that was such a funny line, and seeing it worked out for him. But that Torkoal though,
that Torkoal,
Torkoal overheat eject pack, helping hand Fissure protect.
That I think that was actually probably between that and a Jump Bluff, they were both like major parts of this team, and like kind of like what made it go. It's wild to me to see that Torkoal do that, like overheat. It was so good though, but it was so good.
It was so good because you get the free switch, you get the free almost guaranteed switch, right?
Like, yeah, because it's going to be last too, because Torkoal's so slow.
It's safe. It's such good tech. Yeah. Like if I'm debating bringing Sun to Hartford, and like I will do this. I will do overheat.
It is such a good like it's
a good opening move.
It is. It's similar to, like, we don't have, Incineroar for parting shots, but it's similar to that, to the slow parting shot or slow U-turn, where you just you get
no. It's
better.
3.
Yes.
Because you get a ton of damage off with overheat, hopefully.
And you just boop.
And you leave, you bring something better in.
Yep. And like so his good. Scarf, like a Scarf Great Tusk that is just going to be in the sun, ready to blow everything up.
Like the
Jump Bluff is so good at supporting things like the Great Tusk because you threaten so much.
You can Tailwind. You have Sleep Powder to put them to sleep. Your Encore threat, like
the Encore is such a good move this generation.
The interactions on this team are amazing, and like it's not just the team building, but the fact that it has to be piloted so well.
That's the thing, because I've ran into this team a good bit on ladder, and I don't think I've lost to it on ladder yet. But okay, I'm not playing against Joseph UGARTE either. You know, like, so that's the difference. So that you get that, his experience, his skill difference. So there's a big skill gap.
Literally, the skill diff meme that everyone likes to throw around or whatever. Like, this is it, because like, yes, this looks super good on paper. And you can like point out all these really cool interactions, but to keep all of those in your mind and then to be able to know when to use them appropriately in a best of 3 match, you have to do this 3 times per opponent, right? Like,
yeah,
that's many times to get it right and wrong.
Because I don't think this team is without flaw either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the team, I think, has some inherent weaknesses, some inherent things that can be problematic for it.
I still do not like choice in open team sheet.
Choice items?
Yeah, like seeing 2 choice items here is scary to me.
It can be.
That's a lot of commitment.
Yep, it is. Because like I know, like, I'm sure we've all done it. You're playing a match, you get choice locked into something because it gets you the advantage early on, but you end up like having close combat into a ghost type, and all of a sudden you lost because you just cannot touch them.
I got trapped with E-Speed, Choice Band, Dragonite into something. Yeah. Flutter main.
I mean, it happens.
Or a monkey.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, you were kidding me. And like, it even if you think like, ooh, I can maneuver around this, and then they knock out your third Pokemon.
One crit.
Or something.
One crit is all it takes, and
or that. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong with that. So, like, I don't like choice in open team sheets because I am not a top-tier player. Right? Like, I'm not good enough to make it worth the danger of bringing choice.
That makes sense.
Right.
And I completely understand because it's scary to me too. Like just locking in. I was like, I'm fine. I'm more okay with it on something personally, like a Flutter main, because you can, if you're moon blasting something, like I can still feel good about a resisted moon blast.
So yeah, to be fair, like the Pokemon that normally run choice items are Pokemon like Flutter Mane and Great Tusk. Their whole goal is to hit something hard once or twice.
Yeah, just do a lot of damage. And
so choice makes sense. Like I might run choice in that kind of situation.
Yeah, like a choice scarf Great Tusk too is it almost needs a choice scarf because its speed is
slow.
87. It's in a really bad speed.
It's weird. Yeah, speed spot.
It's not 90. You know, it's not slow. So you're in that weird, like almost like Dracovish kind of thing. You know, because you had to run a scarf Dracovish to be able to dish out damage. Because if not, you're going to be too slow. You got to go first. So it's that same kind of concept where you're going to do a lot of damage, but you need that choice scarf speed.
Right. So like that's why in the past like 4 weeks, 2 months or whatever, you saw like the swap between, and even back from Series 2, the swap from like Regulation B between Great Tusk and Garchomp.
Yeah.
Because they fill very similar roles.
Very.
But Garchomp's so much faster, and Great Tusk has just a little bit more oomph to it, I think.
Yeah,
right.
More attack, a little bit more bulkier on the defense side, not special side, but on the So regular defense.
They live different things. They can do slightly different things, but they're both really strong physical ground hitters.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, great, and we've seen the evolution of Great Tusk over the series here too, because it used to be a focus sash. It always have a focus sash on it.
Yep.
And now we've gone to a choice scarf just because you just want to go fast. You just want to outspeed something. You'd rather hit something than live a hit, basically.
It really comes down to how do you want to accessorize your Great Tusk with some fancy piece of cloth.
Yes.
So it's interesting to see that, and I think for most of Joe's matches that I remember seeing, that Great Tusk would most often be hitting Rock Slide.
Yeah,
going for that flinch chance, going for that hit chance.
A fast Rock Slide is always dangerous.
It does stuff. Like you have the problem, of course, is Rock Slide can miss, and then flinch isn't guaranteed. Right, so you have options or potential for not getting that benefit, but still a fast Pokemon. It becomes worth it if you can get that move off quickly.
Yep.
And nothing resists.
Where's a Rock Slide? There's a way.
And it's
good, a VGC.
That's a good shirt right there.
Yep.
Put it in marketing guy. Go.
That's like a VGC truism right there.
Right. So, I'm gonna tweet that right now. That's worth. Where there's a rock slide. Rock slide, 1 or 2 words? It's 2 words.
2.
There's a way.
Yeah, but his whole team though is centered around that Great Tusk. So if you look at it, because you got the Terraflying Torkoal, so that way you can have it sit beside your Great Tusk and start earthquaking. You got the Terraflying Chien Pao, so it can do the exact same thing.
The amount of flying on this team is really neat because
of everything. And the Jump Bluff.
Yeah, Jump Bluff, Chien Pao, and the other dude, Torkoal. Super cool. The way that Fire King used that Fire King Gambit also was really impressive because I don't think he did the flying. Sorry, Fire King Gambit. I think is what I said.
Mm-hmm.
The flying Terras, he didn't do a lot of. I think he did Chien Pao once.
Yeah, I saw him do Chien Pao.
Most of them were the Fire King Gambit to avoid, fire type attacks from like Chi-Yu or Arcanine, whatever. Can't get burned, all that fun stuff. But still, King Gambit's a monster.
It is. King Gambit is like it's insane. I mean, Bisharp was always going to be good anyway by itself. So you just made Bisharp way better.
Yeah, and taller.
A lot sharper. A lot sharper.
No, it's cool. I like it. So that's Joe's team. We
congrats again, Joe. That was
I mean,
we all felt for him all those finals and
long time coming.
How many didn't he have? Like, what was it, 4 top 4s in a row or something like that?
This is his third finals.
Third finals. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. We can go back. That was Portland. Fort Wayne, he was finals. Charlotte, he was finals. Vancouver, he didn't go to.
I don't think he even cut Vancouver. I think he did bad at Vancouver, actually.
That might be.
The thing I remember seeing, I think he was like 5-4 or something.
Oh, yeah, that might be true then. Okay, so
but
it was Vancouver, Knoxville. He was not top 8. He was top 16 in Knoxville.
Still, the dude is crazy consistent.
Yeah, this
like,
is not
he might
taking anything away from him. This is still freaking awesome, right?
Like he might not be winning, getting the top spot in every single one of these regionals, but like, it is crazy. Just he is always at the top.
Yeah, and again, finalists the last 3.
Yeah, right? That's why he's always at the top of the leaderboards though in CP. Like,
I don't even want to look at CPs right now. Holy crap! Hold on.
They got people have a lot.
Yeah, we brought this up.
So this one put Joe over 1,000. Didn't it?
That's not shocking. Where's CP?
No, he's right at 1,000, almost 1,000 CP.
So
after this one.
After this one, this isn't updated yet because I'm looking probably at old.
Yeah, so he's at 950.
Right.
Like, geez, dude, save some for the rest of us. Like,
I know, right? People got to get the Yokohama invites. Hey, this is good because last time I looked at this, I don't think it was for the pod. I think I was just doing some fun research on the side. There was like maybe 20 something people who were qualified for Worlds. Right now there are 71.
Wow,
that's pretty good. That's good because, like, I don't know, Worlds is going to be weird this year because it's in Yokohama, it's in Japan, so that's a very big ask for travel, right? Like, I was looking at flights for it. It's like $1,700, and I'm like, holy crap. That's not cheap.
Not cheap at all. Like, that's I mean, that's a lot of money.
I'm at an international airport, like out of Orlando, still not cheap.
Nope.
But like,
well, you're on the wrong side of the country too to be going to Japan.
Yeah,
you got to go like one way or the other. It's way
around
further.
The world. So opposite side. But yeah, so like, people to even qualify, right? Like, you need more because not everyone who's qualified might be able to go.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean, the goal is to get that, travel assistance. That is,
well, that's why people
dream.
Like Joe are going for 1,000.
Because you need that CP. Top 8. You need to be in the top 8 of CP. And like, before this event, the number 8 spot was at 690. That's over double the amount you needed just to qualify.
No, number 8 spot's at 730.
Oh, 730? Did I read it wrong?
Yeah, Aurelian S is at 730 at number 8.
Oh,
is that what you're reading?
No,
I'm looking at the Play Pokemon or Pokemon.com.
Oh no, I was looking at the Victory Road still.
Yeah, because this one still has Joe at 750.
Yeah,
that's not the 200, right?
Yeah,
that's weird. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It takes them a bit to update.
Yeah, yes, it do. So anyway, I have 40. That's pretty close.
That is. That's closer than most people, technically.
There's a lot of people in the world who have 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, most of them.
Like, you're in the top, like, 0.1%, probably even lower than that percent of total people on the planet.
I know Rowan was talking, he's at 100 now because he got some points from
he's
MGC,
fancy boy,
which is great. And I think he's gonna make Worlds happen. Maybe not qualify, but I think it's going no matter what.
Yeah, go make a trip out of it at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we want to talk about other teams though? I mean, there's another finalist, the Zishao Dings.
Yeah,
Dondozo.
Dings Zishao with Dondozo, Fluttermane. Oh, Yeah, Flutter main is everywhere in
Everywhere.
this.
It's almost a given. Like,
Yeah, Glimora, Chi-Yu, and Iron Bundle. So that's pretty neat to see.
It's a pretty standard Dondozo team, I feel like.
I feel like because you have like Glimora, you have Dondozo, like you're gonna just that core is pretty consistent for Dondozo.
Yeah, and then you got Fluttermane and Chi-Yu. Those two go hand in hand now.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
You can almost expect to see them together.
Honestly, Fluttermane Chi-Yu bundle.
Yeah,
that's a pretty that's two cores smashed
Bundle
together.
is still very, very good. I feel like it's not
Bundle's on the rise.
It is. It was
Back
definitely
on the rise.
Big time, and it needed to because I felt like it was being very underused.
Sure.
But just because of what it does, but it's
misses Hydro
Regieleki. It misses Hydro Punch. Yes,
that's what it does.
But if you don't like missing Hydro Punch, you can just run Encore instead, and you're a terrifying monster. Like
that little robotic chicken sucks.
Yes, it's water Aleki, ice Aleki. Like
yeah. Also, what's fun, and another team that I was
I was just thinking though about that finals match. Go ahead.
Which part of the finals?
In the finals, that game 1, turn 1. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
My gosh, I thought this was about to be.
It was brutal. Is that when Joe just basically
earthquaked and just blew everything up
out completely?
Took out 2 Mons.
Zhishao's lead.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And then I'm confused because the same thing happened in game 3.
Yeah. Except he missed the leaf storm.
Yes, that's right. He missed the leaf storm.
He missed the leaf storm, so
but what was it? What lived?
Gamora went down both times.
Both times.
Game 1 and game 3.
So what lived? Was it the
Chi-Yu?
Chi-Yu?
Yeah, with Focus Sash.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was like, how did Chi-Yu live an earthquake? Yeah, Focus Sash.
Yeah, Focus Sash, and so he missed the leaf storm, so he got to stick around.
That's right. Which could at least make a difference.
It was a close match. His matches were close.
It was fun to watch.
That game 1 though, like that was almost felt like it was about to turn into a major blow, but Zhisao turned that into actual. He turned it around really good.
Yeah,
it's very impressive. Yeah. Like, I thought he could have pulled out that last game. I thought we were going to have another.
I thought so too. It was close for a moment. I was like,
and no. It would have all came down to that leaf storm miss.
Yeah. No, but that was a great stream. Like every time, all of these regionals, all of these regionals, I always say y'all should go watch the stream. At least like the finals day, like it's super worth it to see this.
Yeah, or at the very least, check out the VODs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry. Yeah, like go back, watch the VODs. Like if you can't,
it is definitely worth it. They're long, and I wish they would chop them up on the official channel,
or at least put
actual time
chapters.
Steps. Yeah,
because like you can put like little things in the bars. See it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
But that was usually there's someone nice in the comments that gives you timestamps. But that's the only bad part because there will be lots of dead space.
It's like each stream is like 8 hours or something, 10 hours stream.
Well, it's a full tournament kind of thing, but because you get those weird dead spaces. Like some of the banter that they have is all right, but then you get the commercial kind of things that they play the same. They've played the same ones the entire season so far, and
they add some, which is nice.
But they're still playing ones from Oceania, and I'm so tired of this one. Like I've heard this like 37 times.
Yeah.
It haunts my dreams.
And then doing like the cool like history thing, which is neat. But like I've seen this Celesteela win several times now. I don't.
And the Dragonite.
Yeah, like okay, cool. I get it, but can you
find some? There's other matches.
Those are all done. They've been done. Find more.
There's lots more. You can find tons of great VGC matches. I'm surprised they haven't even done like the Wolfie one or the Aaron Zhang missing a Will-O-Wisp. Like you could do so many like interests. Yeah,
that's a whole thing.
It is. They had the whole remember they had the whole first opening like CGI kind of thing. It was the Pachirisu and the Garchomp.
Yeah. Yeah.
the Tyrant, like in the Salem, it's like they had the whole battle set up.
They recognize it. They know it's a thing.
Go talk about it.
Anyway, they're very fun streams to watch. Don't let our little tirade tangent, put you off to it. Worth watching. It's I mean, me and my wife make a day of it, right? Like we spent all Sunday watching the stream pretty much and doing like stuff around the house, whatever. Like we had the stream up, it was fun.
Yeah, you just have it on and you can catch what you catch, and if you miss something, you can always just go back and watch it some other time.
All on YouTube.
On their official channel too. You don't have to go like hunt down people's channels. Like it's on the official.
However, on that note, if you'd like to hunt down some specific people's channels, all of our stuff is down below in the link tree.
On YouTube's.
On YouTube. So yeah, no, it's neat. Super worth watching. What else was cool in the top 8 of Portland?
I think one of the stories of the weekend was weather.
Yeah, well,
weather
was Obama snow here.
We have an Obama snow.
And a Tyranitar. And a Torkoal.
Sunny
and
day
Pelican's missing.
It made day 2. It was at 16th. Gavin Michaels.
Oh yeah! Hey, that's a cool team.
Yeah.
Gavin Michaels makes teams that I like. I might run that team. Hold on. Wait, I like this. This is very good. It is Azumarill. It's Life Orb Azumarill, which I like more than Choice Band Azumarill.
Oh, definitely. Aqua Jet, Liquidation, Play Rough, Protect. I mean, that's
solid.
I mean, if you wanted to be brave and wanted, you could still go Belly Drum Azumarill and Belly Drum that up and smack something.
Belly Drum, smack something, sitting next to a Moongus with Pollen Puff.
There we go.
To heal yourself back up. It's not terrible.
Plus six Aqua Jet does a lot of damage from Azumarill.
Plus 6 anything will do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I ran into Belly Drum.
6 Aqua Jet in the rain.
Does a lot of damage. I've been running into freaking Belly Drum Iron Hands too on ladder 2. Speaking of Belly Drum stuff. So annoying.
Belly Drum Iron Hands? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because someone that won't accept a team sheet and all of a sudden like, oh, I'm thinking playing a normal team and all of a sudden it Belly Drums. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm in danger. Like
that's gonna hurt. Okay, hold on. Well, Terra Water Azumarill versus Terra Fairy Azumarill?
Or you could go more of a defensive Terra too. I like the Terra Water though if you're doing Aqua Jets, just so you get
it's for the Aqua Jet.
That Palafin kind of thing where you just want that damage boost over defense.
Is Azumarill budget Palafin?
Pretty much, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
Okay, I'm going to get off this team because we have.
Yeah,
sorry,
we got other
Gavin,
teams.
You didn't make top 6, and by 6 I mean 8.
But we had mentioned Obama Snow with Nick Navarre.
Yeah, so Nick Navarre Nails had Obama Snow that could sit next to a Blizzard Iron Bundle.
Choice Specs Iron Bundle.
Sorry, Choice Specs Terra Ice Blizzard Iron Bundle. Holy crap. The amount of damage that thing could do with that Blizzard.
Yep. It's a lot of damage.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
Wow.
So that's a scary combination. What else we have? This is like a very classic Choice Band multi-scaled Terra Normal Dragonite set.
Set with the Aqua Jet? I don't think I've seen him with Aqua Jets on Nick Navarre's.
Oh, yeah. Got Aqua Jet, Extreme Speed.
That's an interesting. I think the Aqua Jet, though, is an interesting ad. And a Facade, running Facade, too. That's.
So I won't take away entirely from I won't steal the conversation that Pokesports had on their podcast this week. Because they also went on a tirade about this team and the Aqua Jet, trying to figure out why that's there. Because it doesn't kill
anything.
Anything.
So
not even GU.
I wonder if it's there to just pick off sashes on something that could possibly tear a ghost.
Oh, that could be.
So so it could be getting that last bit of damage on a Flutter main or Chi-Yu.
Sashes might be the answer.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. If you're worried, yeah. So probably like sash Flutter mains, little things like that.
Yeah, it's interesting though, and I like Dragonite a lot. I prefer to run the multi-scale, ability there. So seeing this again, except for the choice conversation we just had, I'd feel very comfortable with this Dragonite. Yeah. But it's also interesting to see like the Terra Normal Extreme Speed Choice Band Dragonite sets without Shenpao.
Yes.
That is kind of a weird choice.
Because that's what put it over the top.
Pun intended. Weird.
But that's
choice.
What. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay,
that's funny. I'm definitely laughing on the inside.
On the inside. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's weird to me. That I wonder if when Nick made this, if he just didn't think he needed Shenpao because he got fourth and is better than me. So that could be the case. Or just maybe couldn't fit on the team.
I think that I'm just looking at a team, and if you threw Shenpao on here for something, you're running 3 ice types.
Exactly why I think that he just couldn't fit on this team, right? Like so if you're going for that bundle Obama Snow combo, Shenpao is gone.
Yeah, I mean he's already got 3 major like fighting weaknesses.
Right.
So yeah.
I don't see it.
And I would argue that King Gambit is better than Shenpao.
Oh, yeah, that's not a question, right?
Yeah, so he's probably better off running, especially if you're running multi-scale, so that way you can already just, keep the intimidates away.
What? No. No. Multi-scale is not intimidate. Multi-scale is not inner focus.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's why you have your Defiant King Gambit beside it.
Oh, sorry, I got you. I follow. I thought you were confused.
No.
I see. Yes, you are correct.
So you have your deterrent for that. So it allows you to run multi-scale, so you can take some hits.
Yeah, you throw out Dragonite and King Gambit, and you lose either way.
Yeah, you're taking some damage.
You're not winning. I like it. Yeah, I mean that's interesting. This would be a fun team to try out, I think. Wait, hold on. No, this team scares me. All 3 choice items are on this team.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
True. Yeah,
nope, keep it away.
Yep. Leave it to the professionals.
Yeah, let people who are good at the game play that. This is interesting. I feel like items in Pokemon could be like a whole discussion on its own, like for a whole nother episode of the podcast. But like to see this combination of items, Assault Vest, Choice Band, Focus Sash, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, and Boost Energy.
He's running 1 Protect.
That is such a wild. Where was the Protect? Oh, on Flutter.
On Flutter main.
Oh yeah, sorry, the only one that could. That's such a wild set of items. Like they're all competitive items. All those items make a lot of sense. But then you put them together and it's like, hold on. This team is meant to go fast, hit hard, and not live long.
And you need to that's also why he's got a Oravel setter right there to.
It helps.
That helps a lot.
You can Abomasnow Oravel. Not Abomasnow having Blizzard, Helping Hand, Oravel, and Leaf Storm. Abomasnow is famously frail. Obviously,
it's a bad typing.
Yeah, and I mean, but its stats don't make up for it a whole lot. So you kind of have to Terra if you want it to live more than 2 hits.
Yeah.
So you literally that Abomasnow is on the field for maybe 2 turns.
Yeah.
Right, unless you're committing to keeping it, but that Terra is better used on any other Pokemon on this team,
especially that Iron Bundle firing Specs Blizzards everywhere.
Specs Blizzards, man, that is scary. I don't think we did we see that on stream?
I don't think
we did. Not the ones that I saw.
No.
Okay. So like, I might go back because I didn't see all of day 1. I was kind of out and about that day, so like, Becca and I went out to dinner, and I pulled up the stream and had it on the table at the restaurant playing while we were like being served, whatever. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so I might go back and see if we can find any of his battles
replays. Yeah,
replays where he used that. That'd be fun to see how much damage that thing does.
Yeah.
But okay, what else is neat? So we have sand, right? So you mentioned weather.
Sand. Yep.
I guess Ophemezi. I want to go over
Ophemezi. Yeah.
Number 3. Murkrow got 3rd place. That makes me so happy. I love that little bird.
Yep. And Gyarados and Goldingo.
I mean, I feel like aside from the Murkrow and maybe having both Flutter and Goldengo on the team, this is a pretty standard Reg C team.
Yeah.
Right? Amoonguss, Gyarados, Murkrow, Great Tusk, Flutter, and Goldengo. No Ruinous.
No Ruinous.
This is a Series B level team.
Yep. So was Nick Navarre's too.
And so is Nick Navarre's. So like it's super neat. So remember, loyal listeners, 2 months ago, when we first learned about the Ruinous Pokemon, and we had the debate of will every team have Ruinous? I forget what we said, but I'm pretty sure we said both, that people would at least have to pay attention to them. And not every team would have them. But clearly, like, you don't need to run Ruinous. Like, Ruinous are cool, but Ruinous are also a double-edged sword because they affect you as well.
Exactly.
Or its partner, at least.
That's why Tinglu has been one of the biggest ones, because it's defensive. It's defensive.
And you just, like, for the most part, you look at a lot of these teams, it's more common to have physical attackers than special.
Yep.
Just in general. Right?
Except for Flutter Mane, which is the most.
But it's always like Flutter and then 5 physical attackers, right? Like, that's fine. You just don't put Flutter and Tinglu next to each other.
Yep.
Easy. So, super cool to see this. This was like manual Sunny Day, or manual Sun with Sunny Day on Murkrow, which is cool.
Yep.
Which obviously helps photosynthesis on Great Tusk and Flutter Mane. Kind of it. What else is it doing? I guess you could use it to take away sand or some other weather that is disadvantageous to you.
Yep, it's mostly there, I think, to support the Great Tusk. So that was his. Yeah, that's mainly what he brought it for.
And then of course you also have Goldengo and Haze Murkrow, right? So that classic Series A.
Yep, something I always forget about that. Every time I see them together, I'm like, I don't think about that until it happens, and I'm like, oh wait.
And I loved it.
Yeah,
because like you're so like good.
Yeah, because you sit there and think, it's like, oh, I can take this hit, then it's going to be weaker on the next one, then the Murkrow hazes, and you're like, wait.
Oh.
You're not, whoa. You're supposed to have you're supposed to be at -1 there.
This is not good for me. Those coins hurt. Yeah, so this is very fun. It's fun to see. I just think the thing that we're getting out of this weekend and all the stuff here is all of the variety is so good. It really is so good. Like, I was dreading the last couple of tournaments. There's all Palance and like not
anymore. It is.
We are not centralized. It feels so good.
The only common thing is Flutter Mane. Everything else is
fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good Pokemon. It's the strongest special attacker we have.
It's
so it makes sense.
Incineroar problem.
Yeah.
It is a Pokemon that's very good at what it does. So good, and it's so splashable on.
And nothing does yet.
And yes, nothing does what it does like it does. Nothing does what it does like it does what it does.
But its offensive typing is so good in Ghost and Fairy.
Ghost and Fairy is a fun type.
Yeah, it's a really good typing, especially like offensive. Like you cover everything. Nothing can resist both your stabs.
Yep.
So
like, it's good.
Yeah.
Run your Flutters. Run. The best part about Flutter is the little nubbies on the back of its head.
It's Mohawk.
No, no,
the floaty ones. The floaty.
The ones like behind it, like the three like bloop, 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 bloop,
yeah
nubs. It looks so dumb.
Something else I feel like is making it because it never went away, but it's getting bigger. Is like Baxcalibur. I feel like Baxcalibur.
We haven't seen a lot of Baxcalibur, right? Like it's kind of taking a back seat.
Yeah, but some of them popped up. I feel like they were almost.
There's one.
Like we got some on.
One in 9th.
I feel like I saw quite a few though. Yeah.
So actually,
they're splashed.
They're splashed throughout like 32 to 16, or sorry, 32 to 9. I guess 8 technically. Like so, they're in the middle of that range, which is fine. Yeah. They're peppered throughout,
but it's still something strong
because of the lack of Palafin we've seen. Like just
there has been it used to be you scroll down through this and you see Palafin like every other team.
Well, I mean, obviously part of Palance, right? Like where Palance got its name, but like the only like true Palance in top 8 is number 8.
Yeah.
And number 9. And then I'm not seeing true Palance again until hold on. I'm not scrolling that fast, but we're not seeing
the actual
51.
Oh wow.
51, Adrian Navarro does have the full 5 Palance, right? So through Ting Lu. But it's gone. That is top 60, 64. There's two Palances.
Yeah.
Like I know we already talked about that, but like just so wild to me.
Yeah, so. It is.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I am excited to see all this stuff.
Oh yeah, it feels like it's like the start of the format to me, almost like it feels
bit.
Like because like people like because there's just new stuff like so it's kind of wild to me that the format hasn't fully kind of settled. Like we haven't hit that.
It hasn't settled like we thought it was.
I think it did. It did for just a short spell of Palance. I think it did do a little settling.
Do you think that's because there were no big events?
That's why exactly what I was about to get to say. Yeah, okay. is that it's settled a little bit, but then we had another event come out, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait a minute, this is actually what we're doing now.
Yeah, that I think makes a big difference, right? Because like the meta slowed. Like if Showdown existed, people were still doing things. There's still a bunch of grassroots. Yeah. Like you can still find stuff to do in the community.
But people weren't like going hard on the innovation because they didn't need to. They didn't need to show. They didn't need to show their hands. You know.
That's it. You cracked the code. But now we're seeing that again, which is super cool.
Which is I think that's one of the interesting things going into like regionals, you know, and seasons and stuff. So like, okay, yeah, this did good on this tournament. That doesn't mean it's going to do good in the next one. Like
true.
So that's like an underrated, impressive thing. Is like, yeah, you have this meta that you kind of think of and keep in mind, but then that regional actually gets here, and all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute,
different. People are making. I didn't think of it.
It's like Knoxville. It's like Iron Jugulus is a thing. Like, what is this? What's happening right now?
Yeah. That dark flying robot exists.
Yeah. And it did its job, you know. Like,
yeah.
So it's just wild that you kind of get stuff like that, but it's good for the sport, I guess, though. Too, you know, that's
it's cool. It's
but man, if it doesn't make some like team building so frustrating,
it sucks. Which is why like it's nice to get used to a variety of teams. But I think it's also nice to be like to just know a single archetype that you're really good with, right? Like,
I think Joe said it good though.
Joe did say it good in his interview. Like, hey, like he played a bunch of teams, and then you get to know about how a bunch of different teams play.
Yep.
Cool. I'm not leaving Weather. I'm gonna bring Sun or Rain to Hartford just because that's what I'm used to and comfortable with, and that's just how I'm gonna play. Well, because everyone.
So I think that the caveat to that though with someone like Joe is I feel like this is what Joe does. Joe isn't working jobs like we work. Like let's be real, and he's not working full time, going to school, have a family.
Yeah, what does Joe do?
He plays Pokemon.
Is he just playing Pokemon? Does he go to school?
I don't
know.
I don't know either.
Huh. He probably has to do something, right?
I don't know.
Either way, like, yes, like the thing is that like he's good at the game.
Has, but Pokemon is basically probably his main job. That is probably his main source of income. So he does it, right? But he does this more than, he does this probably more than we actually work our day job. That
is probably very true and very scary when you put that into perspective.
Yeah. So you got to think, so he can say that because he has that privilege about, being in a position he can do that. Most of us with normal jobs, like you have to learn that archetype and kind of stick with it.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a very good point.
Like you might be able to pick up, and be efficient with 2 or 3, but you're going to have your main comfort one that you can just pick up and the calcs, what's going on.
How it fares against certain archetypes, like you're used to it, it comes with it. That's exactly why I'm going to do what I want to do.
Because a lot of these guys, like, I mean, they can cram in more practice in, a couple of days before a tournament than I get a month before, because that's just how life rolls.
That's so baffling. Joe last put out a YouTube video 2 months ago about Series 2, in fact.
Oh.
So.
But that dude's also grinding, killing tournaments, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're walking away with.
And he does coaching.
2,000. Yeah, coaching, right? That's a good point. I mean, he walked away with $3,000 from first place. He's walked away with $2,000 the last 2 tournaments. So, like, that's pretty good.
All things his girlfriend, I'm sure his girlfriend gets her hotel room because Pokemon's paying her to go to work. And
so, I have been in situations like that with my wife, not with Sierra, where her work would pay for a hotel room, but like sometimes the company gets picky if other people get involved.
I'm sure.
It's very strange.
Sure. Just don't. Yeah, I think it's you probably have to just be hush hush, don't tell. Like
maybe. Either way, it's cool. Like it's a neat thing. I'm very happy for Joe to have won and be able to do this. Right?
I mean, I'm clear. I mean, clearly, I'm not hating on the guys. Maybe some jealousy and some little like.
I wish I could play Pokemon as good as these people.
Could you imagine being 21 years old?
No.
Whatever, and that's your life. Like, come on, man. Like,
what was I doing at 21?
I was in the Army.
I graduated.
Oh, I was about to go to Iraq.
Yuck. Yeah, you would much rather been playing Pokemon.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd much rather be traveling the world with my girlfriend playing Pokemon. Like,
yeah, kind of living the dream. Anywho, we have gone so long.
Oh, we do this. We're good at this.
Yeah, when Rowan's not here to rein us in, when Rowan's not here to go raid,
we would have a angry message in the chat by now saying, "I gotta go."
Gotta call the kid out. And speaking of one last fun little tidbit, more, Joe and all these people who top cut and Pokemon is their life or whatever, like super cool stuff. Very jealous, very envious. They can get more training and practice in the week before a tournament than we get in a month. That's especially true for Hartford because Tears of the Kingdom comes out Friday, and I'm gonna forget what Pokemon is.
Yeah, we're a competitive
Zonai podcast.
Oh, I like that. That sounds nice.
Doesn't it sound cool? What a good name, Zonai. Yeah. So
I wish too bad there's not a multiplayer thing where we could like just, I don't know, you build something, it's like mechs and you battle each other.
Hey, multiplayer mods for Breath of the Wild have gotten people DMCA'd from Nintendo. So that's a thing. If you know what I'm talking about, go give Point Crow your regards. Okay, I think that's it.
Yep.
The other fun thing that happened, right? So GC3 happened this past weekend, which we talked about a little bit. We don't have it. Locals are coming back. I know some of our friends have done locals so far. Like I think the Georgia crew had a local. I'm sad. I'm missing the first Florida local this weekend. But there's locals happening, so check that out. What's the big grass chestnut raid is happening soon. Just random news if you're doing that. I did get Inteleon. I was very happy about that. That whole thing was extra good if you're watching the video on YouTube or Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to go watch the video just for that moment.
What else was there? Oh my goodness.
I don't care about these raids again until we get Incineroar. That's when I'm going to care about these stupid raids.
No,
Give me Incineroar.
That's a lie, good sir. You won't care about it until you can use Incineroar.
True. But I want my Incineroar with the mightiest mark. That's the only one I want.
That's going to be so good.
That's the only one I'm going to use out of all these things anyway.
To be fair, I'm not excited about Chestnut. I'm just collecting them at this point because this whole game about collecting Pokemon.
Yes. Oh yeah, that part of it.
Even though I missed like 2 of them. 3 of them? Whatever. We don't have GC4, which I'm kind of shocked about. I thought we'd have GC4 by now.
Yeah.
Because
I'm like the last one they announced like right after.
Before it even started.
Yeah.
Like GC3 was announced before GC2, which is weird.
Are they thinking they gave out too much CP or something? Like
no, that's not it at all. They're not giving out enough CP. Is that it for news? I think that's it for news. There's our quick news. Oh. Okay, fine. Real quick. Another video game, go.
Another video game?
Yeah. What other video game are you playing?
Well, I'm just waiting for...
We have 2 segments on this team, on the show. We have the show, Pokemon, and then we have another video game.
Other games. I know. I'm just waiting for Tears of the Kingdom. Like, that's kind of like...
doing nothing until then?
Yeah. Like, Crusader Kings has another DLC coming out that I'm excited to get. That's gonna be fun.
I haven't played anything exciting either. I've been playing Mega Man Battle Network Legacy. More of that.
Oh, I was playing some Paper Mario on the N64 on the they got Paper Mario on there. So
I forgot they added that. One of these days I'll upgrade to the fancy NSO.
I need to get my N64, my actual. I got one sitting up there. I need to hook that thing up.
You need to put it in frame so you can show it off.
Yeah. I need to actually hook it up to my TV back there and play some N64 on a big screen.
Just gotta get all those converters you need for it.
I already got all that. I just haven't hooked it up.
Oh, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm going to Hartford. You're not?
I am not.
Milwaukee?
No.
Okay, I'm going to both those.
All right, the only thing I'm hopeful for is NAIC.
And then we're waiting for NAIC news.
Yeah.
This has gone long.
We'll send it.
That's okay. Because I have been Harrison. You can find me online, Roixen, Twitch and Twitter. This weekend, most of Friday, probably all of Friday at this point. Some maybe Saturday morning, probably Saturday late evening, and then a good portion of Sunday. All of that, I'll be streaming Tears of the Kingdom.
Ooh, exciting.
So that is a metric ton of stuff that I'll be streaming. So come check it out if you don't have the game or you don't mind being not spoiler free. And then I'll put all gazillion episodes that I will generate off of that. Just cut up my stream, put in episodes. There'll be a playlist on YouTube eventually. My Cult of the Lamb playlist is there. I have a Pokemon super old playlist from there, and none of it is battles, which is actually the pertinent Pokemon content for this podcast. Pertinent Pokemon content for this podcast. Try saying that 5 times fast.
No.
Don't. Sheldon, who are you?
I'm Sheldon, and you can find me on Twitter, Captain_Yanova, and on Twitch, Captain Yanova. That's usually like all my socials. So find me there. And I don't know, I probably won't get a chance to stream it, so I'm just going to be exploring Tears of the Kingdom this weekend. It's going to be fun.
Just stream it. Just jump on.
I know. If I get time.
I promise you now, I will be playing off stream as well, so my stream will not be consistent. I am not that dedicated to making content. I will make it when I can. Together, we have been the Game Corner. You can find us on Twitch, Twitter, not Twitch. I mean, we have one, but we don't use it. You can find us on Twitter and YouTube at the Game Corner VGC. All of our links down below in the link tree. You know where to find us. Come say hi in the Discord. And all that fun stuff. But until next time, which will probably be a Tears of the Kingdom episode, press start and game on. Yeah! That was my Lincoln person. Hey!
Hey, listen.
No.